Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Bill
Yep, we made it.
and Tim.
Woof.
We losing all that. You losing all that enthusiasm you had a couple recordings ago, Bill.
I mean, I'm just looking at, Scruff the Gruff here.
Man, yeah, you heard what happened to him, right?
We got some 21st century P. What do you expect?
Big time jump here. What is that? 30,
38 years.
38 years.
Which
Jesus
we should
Christ.
point out that George did not stop those 38 years. Those are just different discographies for this channel.
Yes. But he came back for Parliament here.
Yeah, well, and Funkadelic put out like an album around this time as well. They were also still putting out P Funk All Star albums, George Clinton solo albums. Um, so part of me wonders if this is just Parliament because contractually they're benefiting somehow. Which I'm all for that Medicaid fraud dog. Um, but yeah, so like when you look at this album in the context of this discography, it definitely stands out. But when you look at it in the grander scheme of yes, but George has this even bigger discography than just Parliament. This is a pretty good culmination of what he's been doing since the 90s. And then I'll just jump in real quick here since I'm already on a roll here. We're going to start with Medicated Creep. It's fun. It's funky. It starts this thing off right. Psychotropic. It's slow jam. It works though. It's right off the bat. Obviously it's very modern. Um, you hear everything that this entire discography influenced since 1980, kind of wrapping up into this.
Yep.
Um, 69's got some classic Georgisms. It's very much got a modern disco feel to it, if that makes sense. It's still, it's got that disco feel, but very modern.
Yep.
Backwoods, again, very modern sounding. Oil Jones, it's got some funk to it. That's a funky track right there. I dig it. And then yeah, the proof is in the pudding. It's like got a lo-fi hip hop feel to it. It's pretty badass. Obviously, if you're watching this, go back and check out our Outcast videos. We covered that discography. They were very clearly, prophets of the P. And here's the P coming back, letting them know that, yeah, they were onto something. I'm going to make you sick of me. I mean, it's a contender for the best song on here. Like, it's classic P-Funk right there. Into it. Same with Antisocial Media. That's just a deep track about modern day society. And I love it. Clock it like Flavor Flav. That's classic P right there. All in, super upbeat. It's jazzy. It's got a real nice groove. Same with On Fire. Great tracks. The Ludi Puda Pimp. I mean, this is where they like take that classic hip hop turn on the album. It's gonna stick around for the next couple tracks. Um, and in the grand scheme of things, this might be the low point of this album sequence for me. Like
Ooh.
this is the deepest valley. This Mama Told Me and Set Trip, they're all very hip hoppy. They're all very good. I'd take this over pretty much anything that they're actually playing on the hip hop radio. Um, but in the grand scheme of things, I think they really come back because like Kool-Aid, that's some classic P Funk, that top song contender. Same with Dada. Pain Management, we're starting to get into this theme of the album here, which there is a loose theme here. I think it's great that, you know, it's almost 2 hours. That's like they came in with a new full show's worth of Parliament material. And again, yeah, Funkadelic's shaking the gate about this time. Uh, and then yeah, Parliament continues. If they're anywhere near you today, look them up. Go see that man before you can't, because the last few tours have been the final tour. Um, Riddle Me This is super clean, classic P Funk. I love that they're using real instruments on that track. Um, No Most, that's a banger. You Have It. I love the little like callback all the way back to the '60s on that first album. The little "Call My Baby Pussycat" infused into this track that I'm here for. Hire's a banger. The title track I love, and yeah, really the rest of this album, like they just show that even in this modern contextualized setting, they can overload you with like they're just they're cranking this out in their sleep. P Funk lives forever. The funk lives on.
I guess
Funk doesn't die; it multiplies.
I'll follow that up because your low point, your valley on this was my high point.
And I could see that, based on personal preference. I like, the more experimental stuff where that is really just like classic hip hop.
I'm not gonna go through every song because it is a long record, but Medicated Creep, you can hear the time jump right from the start. This sounds more influenced by modern music for the time than anything else. It wasn't very good to me. Psychotropic, same. It's slow, put me to sleep. 69, not a lot of variation here or energy. 69 picked up a little bit, but it wasn't enough. Backwoods, this is more R&B than what the past 9 albums have conditioned me to. I definitely like the second disc of this album more. The first one was kind of a drag to get through.
Interesting.
On Fire was not on fire. It was a sleeper. And then Lottie Poo Da Pimp. That song was fucking great. Mama Told Me, top song contender. Fantastic lyrics and delivery. Kool-Aid sounded like P-Funk being inspired by G-Funk. It was kind of weird. PG Funk? I don't know.
We've already had a couple albums worth of that too, though, at this point. And it's a fine addition to that lineage.
Well, maybe we should have just done them chronologically together. This would have been a
Because then we
Sonic
would
Sunday.
be here for eight. We'd be here for 8 months.
It'd be our Sundays for the next 2 years.
That's 60 years of putting out 5 albums a year every other year.
We got to get to Johnny Cash sometime.
That's true. Hey, if you can find a way to break it up. I'm just looking at ways to break these big ones up.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with country is
they're all
trying to find ways to break them up.
We could do John Anderson. I bet he ain't got many.
He's got over 20. Like, I don't.
Really?
You realize?
Really?
You realize
Jesus.
they do one a year, every year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they repeat, but it's one a year.
Right. It's the same album every time, but it's every year.
I did like Riddle Me This. I hate to say this. Higher put me to sleep. This is the third higher we've covered on this channel. And it pains me to say this, but I still think Creep got the title for the best higher.
Maybe we got to go for Sly and some Family Stones higher.
Oh,
we got to get them up on your list.
Yeah, maybe. Not Creed off. I wasn't a fan of the title track. Insurance Man was damn good. It felt like East Coast Biggie.
Yeah.
Type 2 for a closing track in this historical and culturally important discography. This is kind of a letdown. That just kind of happens. Sometimes, you get these amazing discographies and the last album, the last track's just not as great. It's not bad. It's kind of meh. This album was mostly good. A few outstanding tracks. But a lot of this record just kind of put me to sleep. Like, I didn't get this one.
So,
for me, I'll wrap this up here somewhat succinctly, if only from the standpoint of I am not a fan of modern hip hop, and this album, honestly, top to finish, felt like it was almost like a modern hip hop artist that wanted to make a P Funk album a lot of times. Like, I just,
Well, I mean, that begs the question though, because it pops into my head a lot. If more modern artists were trying to make P-Funk albums, maybe modern music would be a little better.
I could definitely see that. I mean,
Because,
I
like I
don't
said,
know, man.
even my valley here, like I'm taking over anything they're playing on modern R&B radio over the last 25 years.
Those earlier artists
uh,
might have been influenced by Parliament, but I think what they took from it and did with it is better than what Parliament has done in 2018.
Okay, okay.
Like
like
I
it's
See, I think this works in that context. So
like it feels like I mean, I mean, Jason brought up Biggie. Just I'll go down that road. This sounds like Biggie late in career was trying to make a P Funk album. Like
yeah, I could see that.
he's a solid hip hop artist. But
Well,
I want
there's East Coast on here, there's West Coast on here.
yeah,
there's
there's a lot
Southern.
on here.
Yeah, there's Southern on here.
Yep.
I mean, I guess what actually
And
kind
there
of
is some rock, there's some experimental, there's a little jazz, there's a little trip hop going on here and there. Like they've taken a lot of interesting modern influences and refiltered it through George's, lens of
so
what funk is, and who knows better than George?
so I will say also it's kind of a telltale of times compared to the 70s, the rest of his discography in 2018. And I feel like a track such as like Oil Jones sums it up very well. Up until this point, lyrically, it's all just been suggesting or alluding to or doing some metaphor or simile compared to it. Whereas Oil Jones is just coming right out and saying, exactly what they're thinking or doing and everything else. Like it's not, a
Right.
black hole or something like that. Like it's just saying
I
like,
mean,
no,
that was
this
You don't
is
pretty
have to
evident,
think
Bill. That
about
was
what
what
we're
it
pretty
doing.
evident what that was about. Like,
Yeah, but did they say,
You're a
did they
fish and I'm a water sign. Come on.
but but they didn't just say
I get what you're
they
saying.
did
I get what you're saying, but
I do too. I absolutely understand what you're saying.
like
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, like
it's different times too.
it's different times,
yeah.
yes. And that's what I started that off with. But I mean like with that, I mean you
It
get
loses its charm
another
though.
say it exactly like another track. Mama told me it's like, oh, what the hell are we like different different decade, different century and everything. It's like this isn't
It's not their best mom song for sure. It's
no
not Cosmic Slop. Yeah,
No,
no
but it's
like
a different
it's
kind
just
of Mama Told Me though. Like the lyrics on this,
yeah.
I love that one. That's probably my favorite track on
and
the album.
I do too. I think it's a banger. I really like this album.
Those lyrics are
For
pretty.
modern day R&B hip hop.
It's not lyrics you'd
Like
want on a Parliament record though.
no, and that's I guess what I'm circling kind of back to. And that when I color code and rank this, I mean rankings going to be similar or not similar, but like easy for me to do. The color coding is what's to be a pain in the butt. So the standpoint, this is it doesn't feel like a Parliament album.
But that's what I got. It feels like Parliament chasing the current, and not even the current trends of 2018, but like the past 20 years, 30 years.
Like it's like a mid 2000s hip hop is what I'm kind of feeling with it.
Yeah, like after the G Funk has gone through, and after
Yeah.
Outkast has made it,
Well, and,
and
This is
and
where Eminem's
there
already
is
done
a
a couple albums. You've got Snoop
the,
Dogg already did several albums. Like you've got Tupac's
including some
dead.
with
Like
Parliament. Like, yeah, this is absolutely. It's weird that because of the artist's name, we have to include it with this discography. Where in the grand scheme of things, you'll see where this album fits a lot better in a different discography.
Okay.
Maybe.
But due to rules and regulations here, we have to include it with this one.
Well, we'll see. When we get to that discography, we'll see if we're got the same thoughts on
Right.
those.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh God, I hope that discography isn't just this over and over again.
It's not, but there's some of that.
I mean, I like my hip hop in moderation. I don't know how else to describe it. An hour and
Sure.
43 minutes of it, or however long this was that was a
I mean,
lot
this
for
wasn't
me.
all hip hop. It was a lot of
Oh,
R&B. There was a lot of there
There's
were
yes,
some
other
honor.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There was a lot though. It was a lot of like the modern watered down radio 2000s music of the last 20
Well,
years.
and unfortunately, that takes us all the way back to the very basic argument of analog versus digital,
And
where
yeah,
I
it did
digital
sound digital.
digital has a sound, and you can hear the Pro Tools on here.
yes.
Yeah, this wasn't the best sounding. I still think their first album is
It's one of the best
it's
sounding
one of the
things. It
best
holds
sounding
up. Yeah,
records.
yeah.
And I like Chocolate City's production too. Like it sounds warm and it sounds like the 70s.
Right, right.
Well, who's got the dot? I think I got it again, don't I?
I think it is back onto you.
Full circle.
Yep, full circle. Well, I think Bill's going to have it number 10.
That is correct.
I think I'm going to have it number 10. I think Tim's going to have it number 10. You can't tell me this is better than Glory.
I'd reach for it before I'd reach for Glory.
Okay.
I think that, like, yeah, I mean, it's 3 times as long of an album. Um,
But where's that?
no, let put it number 10. I'll toe the line. It's an interesting album though in this discography for sure, and in a way you could almost put it anywhere.
Time jumps can always be weird in discographies. Like,
Yeah, well, and much in the same way the first album sits in this discography. I think this last album it kind of bookends that where it doesn't belong either.
what's interesting is all three of us have that one album that like for me it's the Funkicelli. For Tim it's Chocolate City. For Bill it's Motor City. We're like
Right,
in
Motor Booty.
or Motor Booty. You would think that those like would all be together, but like all three of us have like tanked one of those. It's weird.
Well, and as the P Funk fan who brought you guys this, if you continue to listen to them, yeah, throw those on occasionally. It might just need to hit you, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
because there is a lot here, and I can see where it gets repetitive. It's dance music.
I mean, it's one thing to be repetitive. Like it just should be a sort of like once we got to that Motor Booty and Glory, all was stupid and whatnot. Like it just sounded different for me.
And see, I think Motor
Well,
Booty
and
sounded
yeah, I mean,
the same.
there was some magic. There is truth to that. People come and go that like were really serious contributors in the beginning, and their presence is missed. We don't want to just like put this all on George. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Eddie Hazel, Glenn Coynes. The list goes deep. Gary Scheider, rest in peace. I got to meet Gary. I got to meet George a couple times. Like he is still out there touring, and it's a modern day band, but they get it done. They put on a great show. Highly recommend going to see them if they're coming near you.
Well, who wants to do the color code first?
got two colors, so I could go first.
Well, let's go. Red and brown.
That's right. No, no, I'm gonna. We're gonna start with green, and green's gonna take us at least through Chocolate City, and it is around here I can start making the argument. So, um, so I think I will. I think from here on out, I think these are like mandatory albums that everybody should like have in their DNA. They're certainly a part of my musical DNA. I never get tired of them. That's Ramon's Gold, baby.
That's a lot of gold, a lot of shiny bright.
I only bring you what I like, you know? I'm going through my record collection. That's how I pick who I bring.
You need to bring us somebody you hate one day, just to be funny. But not Sleep Token.
Yeah, this is some great shit.
Duly noted.
Come defend Train.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Well, Bill, what about you? What you doing?
That's a great question. I'm going to start with Ramon's Gold at number 1. I'm going to go 1 to 10 here.
Right. So you can feel the descent.
We're going to go gold through number 3.
You fucker. You.
Then we're going to go green.
You son of a bitch.
What?
Well, how far are we going green? To
Uh,
number 9?
we're gonna do green on Motor Booty.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Do green for Glory Hall is Stupid as well. Sorry.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go with yellow.
For 1 or 2?
As we are ranking these as Parliament albums relative to other
Sure.
Parliament albums,
Sure.
I would go red then on the last one.
Okay.
I would say if I was ranking it though as relative to other music at the 2010s, yeah, I'd probably might give it at least a yellow. But given it being Parliament against other Parliament, it's gonna get a red.
Whew. Okay. I thought you was going
No
to take...
Nickelback Brown, though.
No.
I
just don't like hip hop. I'm not gonna Nickelback something for me not liking a genre. Like
No, sure, of course.
I will. Go check out our Jason Isabel rankings. I'm going the first 3 as well as gold. That's
Yeah, and I could see the argument for gold on Chocolate City for sure.
I like that sound. Like I think they kind of invented that sound. Honestly,
They kind of do.
and then
They kind of do.
I'm gonna go green the rest of the way until the last record, and then I'm gonna go caution because I like kind of like Bill alluded to. It's very. You're going to get a Parliament record and get that. You're not going to get a Parliament record, I don't think.
Right, yeah. It's definitely not the place to start.
It's not bad though. Like it's not a awful record. Like it's still listenable. It just doesn't fit quite right.
Well, and as I've alluded to numerous times throughout, this is one small piece of a giant puzzle, and I just, finding ways to like start digging into it because I love it all.
That's been a fun discography.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
You know, I was.
I hope you found some stuff that you go back to.
I could go back to those first three easily. Those are like, I kind of want in my vinyl collection type records. That's kind of how I
got
the
some
goals.
songs. I have some songs added to my playlist. That's for sure.
I don't have a playlist that would fit. Like, I don't want to go from like DOA to fucking Chocolate City. It just wouldn't work.
It works on mine. Works on mine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. You just fucking tear down the shit and then find that black hole.
Yeah. You know, I mean, my mix literally has everything from classical to death metal, so it all just works.
I'm very album oriented. Like, if I want to be in the mood to be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Downward Spiral, or I'm gonna listen to Mothership.
I used to really be album orientated, but
streaming is kind of
streaming has changed the game, and the lack of quality live radio. Like, I don't mind commercials. That breathes life into whatever you're listening to. Whereas the algorithm has kind of killed streaming, though. So you really got to be on top of no, I got a playlist, but then you don't get anything you don't know is coming.
Right? Yeah, it's hard to.
That's what I like about Spotify, because you could shuffle your like songs, and then it'll automatically try and circle in with an algorithm.
And that's where you go wrong. So.
It's like, oh, you like Strung Out? Well, here's NoFX's Linoleum. It's like, well, yeah, but give me like something different, something.
Right.
They pick the top stream songs.
Well, and if you're a regular viewer of this channel and you're just kind of stuck into some rock, let's check out some Parliament. Change your algorithm up.
Oh, yeah.
Find some new artists,
It changed mine.
Probably for the better.
And if you found us because you're a Parliament fan, add some Motley Crue to your list, because we got them coming up here soon.
There you go.
Get you some Dr. Feelgood.
Well, we'll see where that one lands.
That's the one the algorithm's going to give you, though.
It's the one they're going to give you.
No, they're going to give you whatever the current greatest hits is, because that's what they're making the most money off of. Yeah.
Dollywood.
Fucking Dogs of War.
Yeah.
God.
Dolly Sweet Home or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Stay tuned for that. It's coming up real soon. Give us a like, give us a subscribe.
Stick around. We'll get to some Funkadelic. We'll get to some Bootsy. We'll get to the Brides of Funkenstein. We're going to dig deep. I'm just starting to scratch the surface here. I thought Parliament was the place to start.
Yeah, and now it'll work like the Bungle Train, where you take it all into context.
Yeah, that's right.
So stick around.
We'll get back on that Bungle Train here real soon too. So.
Oh yeah, Phantomos, right?
I'm debating. I might have another project that I want to slide in first, but that's probably the next one.
Okay. Well, Bungle fans, Trey, stick around for that. Herp Alert, stick around even if you're not a Bungle fan. As always, be safe and make good decisions.
And always wear your sunglasses.
Always wear your sunglasses.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Y'all come back now, are you here?